Welcome to hard turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance, will have plenty of Alabama Crimson Tide. Taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Finds his man down the middle.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Offense in a split backfield. Got room at the 35. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The back goes in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Still looking, on the move. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Bernard. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed this vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
Looking for the 2-point try. Trying to punch it in. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Back to throw, it's Ward. Makes the grab on the left. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Martinez. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. Past the 30. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, buddy.
Oh, and he's out of bounds at the one, right on the doorstep after an electric return.
Miami, 0.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Leaves it with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Miami 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Fires to the right. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Hurricanes are in the red zone. They'll turn to Martinez. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to him. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third, quickly complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And the Hurricanes looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result,
afterburners coming. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball.
Looking deep. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a play by the safety. Really good understanding. Like, listen, if I'm going to sit back and I'm going to play cover 2 and I'm a free safety, I'm free to go get that thing. But I got to see the route. I got to see the wide receiver breaking, understanding the quarterback's throwing the football. And as soon as that hand separates from the other hand, I'm breaking on it. Does a great job breaking on it and making the catch.
Looking to pass. It's Ward. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking left. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Off the play fake on first down. Got his man downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Canes are in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And he's got it at the tag. Touchdown, Miami! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Coming out with it, it's Henderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll throw it on first down. He's looking deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there and gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Runs through the tackle. At the 35, he's got room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Well, this is a a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
He won't make it in. Stopped just short on the two-point conversion attempt, and that's how this first half will come to a close. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Here comes that Alabama offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bama! Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. They'll try to power it in. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. The 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And that was just an exceptional read and run by that quarterback.
And it looks easy, but man, the practice hours that goes into this, putting the ball in the running back's belly, and him understanding, like, listen, I'm going to snatch this thing back from you, but you need to act like you're taking it every play. A lot of timing goes into that kind of play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed.
Touchdown Tide! And the beatdown has ensued.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Here comes the 2-point try. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense had his number on this one. They should have got a sack there in the pocket on 3rd down. He was able to escape, but nobody quit on the back end. Everybody doing a great job in coverage, forcing the incompletion and forcing 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team. If they're having this much success on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
But he chews up yards now. That was really quick, really decisive. Design quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you can tell he's got some ability to make big plays, and thank goodness they got him up.
And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here.
Alabama 34, Miami 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now adjusting. On the move, he fires. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Coming after him. Feeling some heat. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Still running at the 40. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a 1st down. And the Canes want to move quickly.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. This offense has a second down play. Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They keep attacking through the air. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 45. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more...
He's off to the races. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, I love running quarterbacks, but I get it when people are conservative about it because this is why. Because they do have a tendency to fumble the football more. They don't work on those drills every day like running backs, taking care of.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He was looking for running room, and they get him down at the 28, and now they are set up.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll leave it with him. He's in open space downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And a short run there, and that'll end it. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.